everybody, it's me Adele and welcome to my channel Sew for Serenity. So welcome to my plans and inspiration vlog for #SewFrugal. This is a challenge that is run by Sam from Frugalissima and Ruan, the Yorkshire Sew Girl, and I think this is the 3rd year running that it's been going. Now this vlog is where I share with you my plans and my inspirations for this challenge. Now the rules of the challenge are very, very simple and I'm not going to go on about it for too long. You make a garment with a free sewing pattern. Now this isn't a pattern that you get out of a magazine, it has to be a free pattern to all. You use fabric that you've already got in your stash, no buying new fabrics for this I'm afraid. And all you need to do to enter the competition is to post a picture of your make on the 31st of March using the Sew Frugal hashtag and tag in Rowan and Sam, and that's it. Now the full list of prizes have not been announced as of filming this, however if they are available when I do my editing I will put them on, but I'm sure this won't be the first vlog you watch on Sew Frugal. So I'm wearing today, this wasn't a make for Sew Frugal but it is a frugal make. It wasn't a free pattern, it was a collage top by Matchy Matchy Patterns, but I used 3 garments that were in my wardrobe that I wasn't wearing, a leopard print vest. I turned my husband's denim jeans into shorts, so I used the cut-offs for this black, and then a denim top that I had as well, a chambray top that I had. I thought I'd wear this in tribute of Sew Frugal. The theme that I'm going to follow this year for Sew Frugal is I'm going to focus on children's patterns, and that's what all my patterns will be. So I'm sorry if you're not interested in children's patterns, you probably aren't going to want to watch this vlog. Now, the other thing that I'm going to try and do is, obviously I'm using fabrics that are in my stash, but I am going to try and use, majority of my fabrics are going to be scraps that I have left over from previous makes. So all round, trying to be quite frugal. Now over the month of March, there will be 1 or 2 vloggers every single day sharing with you their plans and inspiration. And I will put all of the details of the vloggers that have already gone and are in the future in the show notes. Tomorrow's vlogger, I will put the details below here, so please check them out. And yesterday's vlogger, I will put up here, so please check them out as well. So without further ado, let's get on and talk to you about my free sewing patterns that I found. Now I've tried to do a mix of different patterns, unisex, girls, and also pajamas, so and babies as well. So quite a range there for you. And the first pattern that I want to talk to you about is a t-shirt pattern, and it's from Misusu Patterns, and I might be saying that completely wrong, but it is the Rowan tee. Now this t-shirt I have made before. It's a t-shirt with drop shoulders, so I wanted to find something that's a little bit different, and this is different because it's got a drop shoulder on it. It comes in ages 0 to 14 years old, and it can be short or long sleeves. Obviously it's got a drop shoulder, it's got 2 necklines, and there's an optional inside neck binding as well, and then there's a patch pocket. It's recommended for 25% stretch jersey knits, so yeah, very versatile pattern there. I made my middle child a cropped version of this for some shorts and t-shirt that she wanted. I'll put a picture of them up here for you so you can see. So I have this lovely piece of fabric that I used already, and you will recognise it from a baby grow that I made for a neighbour's baby, but there's quite a lot of this left over, and I thought this would make a lovely Rowan t-shirt for Alice. It's got the stripe detail and these lovely little hedgehogs in it, and there's quite a lot left there, so that will be using up, that's more than a scrap really because there's quite a lot there, but yeah, be using that up for that. So on to pattern number 2. And that is a firm favourite of mine, the Lightning Leggings from Waves and Wild. Now this pattern comes in newborn to 12 years old, and it's just a really, really versatile pattern. So it's a unisex quick sew, and it has loads of different options. So you can have ankle length, capri length or knee length, so shorts. You can have cuffed or hemmed legs, or a elastic or cuffed waist. You have a slim fit or a traditional fit, sorry, a relaxed option or a slim fit, and you also have an option for the different types of nappies that a child would wear, whether they're in pants, nappies or disposable nappies. I've made these quite a few times. I'm not planning to make any for this Sew Frugal, but I'm sure I'll make many more in the future. The third pattern I want to talk to you about is the Madeline Dress, and that is from a company called Sweet Red Poppy, and that's a website that you can access this pattern and sew along for. Now it's got lots and lots and lots of different options. I'm just looking on the on my notes now. It comes in ages 0 to 12 again, so a great age range, and it recommended for 4-way stretch knit fabrics. And it's got 2 different bodices and loads and loads and loads of different sleeve options. I think 5 sleeve options, 3 skirt options, and a choice of collar as well. I particularly like the flutter sleeves, I think they're really lovely. Now I have some fabric here that was left over from a make that I made from Beyond the Pink Door. So you'll recognise this fabric. I made a Mandy Boat Tee, which is a free pattern by Tessuti Fabrics, and I have a remnant piece left over from that make, and then also a few other remnant pieces that Andrea was destashing and was happy to send out if we wanted to make anything else up. So I have quite a bit of fabric there that I'm hoping I can get a dress out of, and I'm going to want to make this Madeline dress for Alice. Pattern number 4 is another dress, and it's a dress that I have made before. Now it's the Olive and S Popover Summer sundress, and they do a matching doll's dress with it as well, so you could always make a matching dress for your daughter's dolly. Now the Popover sundress is loose fitting, it's A-line sundress, it comes in ages 2 to 8, and it features a contrasting yoke with bias shoulder ties. Now the fabric I'm going to use for this is one that you'll recognise if you watch me. It's this Atelier Jupe fabric that I had left over from an absolute nightmare cutting out session that I just literally messed up. So I ended up with lots of fabric left and didn't really cut this fabric out in the most sustainable way. So I'm really keen to use this fabric now. So I know that I haven't got enough really here to make an adult garment, but definitely I've got enough to make this dress because of how the pattern pieces are. So I think that'll look lovely on just on its own in the summer, or over a white t-shirt in the winter. Yeah, with tights. So yeah, really looking forward to making that for her. Pattern number 5 is a pajama pattern, and it's the Ellie and Mac Kids Grow With Me pajama pattern, and it basically comprises of elasticated waist, pajama bottoms, which obviously you can change the length of. It's got a crew neck top which features a colour block style or an optional faux placket and ruffle detail. So, and then there's also a sleep gown which I think is really nice, where you can colour block as well and put a faux placket on and ruffle detail as well. So lots and lots of options. Now I've got this fabric that was actually gifted to me, and it is this beautiful jersey. I think it has got some polyester, it might be an ITY, it's beautifully soft, and it's Alice in Wonderland themed. So it's got the Mad Hatter, it's tea party basically, it's got the, oh I'm holding it upside down, it's got the rabbits all over it, and it's got the Mad Hatter's hat and tea party, and I've got loads of this fabric, so should be able to get some nice sleepwear out of that for Alice. I might even be able to make a matching pair for myself, who knows. The 6th pattern that I wanted to talk to you about was a hoodie pattern. So again, a unisex pattern by Brindelle and Twig. Now it's a beautiful scuba hood and raglan sleeve, and it's got faux piping on the sleeves, which adds loads of interest. And yeah, I just think it's really nice. It's 0 to 6 years old. And yeah, I think it's a really different type of hoodie. The scuba neck, if you can see, is just a little bit more interesting, adds a little bit more detail. And I think I love a raglan anyway, so I think this would be a really nice hoodie pattern. Now Alice doesn't really like hoodies because she is a bit funny about things going over her head, panics when you put it over, yeah, so I wouldn't make her this one. I think for somebody that's looking for a kid's hoodie pattern, it's a really good option. Number 7 is the Little Lunar Circle Skirt, and that is a free pattern by 5 out of 4 patterns. This goes from ages 0 to 14 years. You've got 2 lengths, above the knee and below the knee, and there's a tutorial on how to shorten that. You can have a fabric waistband that can be made with or without elastic. There's also an option for an exposed elastic waistband, so you can get those really nice elastics that are colourful. And there's 3 different cutting options, and you can also do colour blocking, so there's lots and lots of options there. 5 out of 4 patterns has loads and loads of free patterns, not just for children but for adults, for, accessories, for pets as well, and I am a brand ambassador for 5 out of 4 patterns, so I'm a little bit biased, but they are a great pattern company. The final makes that I want to make for Alice is for number 8, which is the Tina Closet Jogger. Now this is a jogging bottom which I want to make for Alice, and it comes in sizes 12 months to 12 years. And it's beginner project, elastic waist, slashed front pockets, and it's got a faux, I think it's a faux tie at the front, and quite a quick make. Now this I'm going to use, this isn't a scrap fabric, but this is fabric I had in one of my subscription boxes. You'll recognise it. It was from Beyond the Pink Door, and it was this beautiful green, although I didn't get the green, I got the blue but swapped it. This beautiful green fleece back lightweight jersey with the pink, and I'm going to make the jogging bottoms out of this with some colour blocking. Probably going to colour block the waist and the cuffs and maybe the pockets. And that's the pattern I'm going to use, the free jogger pattern. Now I did struggle to find a free jogger pattern. This was the only one that I really found that I liked. So yeah, Tina's Closet Joggers. And then following on with that theme, I wanted to find a hoodie jacket pattern. Again, this was really difficult to find on there, but I did find one by Porcupine Patterns. Now, the only problem with this is it is restrictive on size range. It does a 3 to 4 or 5 to 6. Now, luckily, obviously, Alice is 3 to 4. You probably could size up or size down by grading down or grading up. But yeah, not a massive range there, but it was the only one that I found, and it was a fleece hoodie jacket pattern. But obviously I'm not using fleece as such, but I'm going to use any leftovers of this. She's going to have a matching hoodie to go along with her joggers, and just thinking about it, the t-shirt will actually match as well because it's in the pink, so very cute. Whole lovely little matching set. And then my final pattern is a newborn baby sleeper, and that was from the Modern Homemaker. So a newborn baby sleeper. So it's basically a baby grow with a zip up the front, and it's a free sewing pattern. Now, as a bonus, I also have made this several times. It's the Coral & Co. Modern Sewing Basic Baby Hat, and I've made this twice now. Once for a very good friend of mine who had a baby recently, and I did it in that elephant print fabric, and also I made it for my neighbour's baby, and the hats are so cute. And it comes from Preemie to 24 months, and it's just such a quick sew. You do have to sign up for their newsletter, but they don't bombard you with newsletters at all. So yeah, that's a really good pattern too. So those are my Sew Frugal plans. I'd love to know what you've got planned and you're going to be doing. Sorry if you were looking for some adult patterns, but I did all that last year. You can check out my last year's Sew Frugal if you want to check that out. I'll link it up here somewhere. I obviously have gone at the start of the month this time, whereas last year I was at the very end of the month. So I did a plans and inspiration and then a reveal at the end. You're not going to get that from me this time because I think it's the 2nd of March today. So yeah, that's not going to happen this time. But I've got a few plans there that I'm planning to get going with, and hopefully by the end of March I will be able to reveal them as well. So don't forget to check out the hashtag, hashtag Sew Frugal, and as I say, can't wait to see your plans. And I can't wait to see what all the other vloggers involved are going to be planning to make. So that's all from me for now. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you all soon. Happy sewing. Bye.